As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check him. Double dog. That's the way. Check.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there right off the bat.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Here's Murray. Touchdown! A.J. Brown from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff to Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 57 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Barkley going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From way up at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Brown, a nice catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Here's Murray from midfield. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, It's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Barkley a 1st down and more, and all the way up to the 46. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Murray now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. These two teams all tied after one.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. He's checking. Crash. Hey, Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, let's get this.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Shotgun now for Murray.
Slam, slam, slam.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Don't get nervous. Kill, 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 kill. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
2nd and 7.
Check Mike 21. Here we go, here we go. Check 43. Check.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 151 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check your hot read. Back.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down.
Check 26, check 26. Wide.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. Flushed out right. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Check him. Hey, watch the slant. Safe.
Now Murray again. On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. A final shot before half for Murray. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Oh, Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Hey, check
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, room here to run. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 36 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score. Chiefs 28, Broncos 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Denver. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
This is the tight end fan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kyler Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked.
It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Chiefs 35, Broncos 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From way up at the 23.
Let's go. Come back. Switch. 52.
First down, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Denver.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's a first down and more for Davis. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
41's the Mike. Yeah. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Watch the slats. Watch the slat. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Coming. Mike 41. Mike 41. Check.
Now here's Mahomes. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes